like, oh, this wouldn't have, like, I don't think that I would not be wearing a shirt kind of at this time. And so they compromised on just him wearing a shirt, but it totally unbuttoned. And man, the unbuttoned shirt works. I got to give it to Will Smith because that kills it.
I don't know if Will Smith was like, this will make me look cooler.
Yeah.
Or he was like, just logically doesn't make sense. But either way, he came out on top because it makes him look even cooler than him just running shirtless. They have to bring in their friends that are kind of their friends, but the other wisecracking cops who say, there's that great bit at the beginning where you first meet him and they're like, why don't you guys tell your cousins to bring back all the coke?
Just bring back all the coke.
Yeah, and they go, oh, we would, but your mother snorted up all the. Your mother snorted it all up. We get to see inside Will Smith's trunk.
Yeah.
Which is just stacked with weapons, and we get to the fucking boss fight.
Boss fight.
Yeah, the main, brunt of the body count that we get in the movie. Just a great shootout. Everybody's on everybody's side. Meaning that like we always knew that they were just breaking balls with the other guys, with the other cops, and like just as you saw when the bad guys were staked out at Marcus's house. They come up and like, don't fuck with the cops, family kind of thing. You know they're all on the side. They just like to break balls with each other. Mm-hmm. But still, it's like, oh, this is like a mass fleet of cops coming into this thing.
Yeah.
You see Fouchet making this deal, and apparently if one thing goes wrong, Fouchet is just like, fuck it, kill everybody.
Yeah. Fouchet goes to 0 to 100 pretty quick.
Yeah. If you're making a deal, get that case closed. Don't count your money there. Yep. Just take it and go. Just get the fuck out. Yeah.
Get your one of one Shelby Cobra.
Yeah, there you go.
And get the hell out of there. And I love it that this whole movie, Will Smith has talked about how great his car is and how it's the fastest production car in the world and all this stuff. And then he gets to go. We get just an airport race, a wonderful shot race with this badass Shelby Cobra OG car.
Yeah. And how great is it? Like, I think about it now and watching it, again, like I said, when I was younger, I don't think about it, but how great of a choice is it to let Martin Lawrence drive, his character, to let Marcus drive? Like, that's so... Of course you would think Mike would be driving the car and chasing him down. He's like he's the big guy. He's in this team. He is like the cop.
The Slav.
But no, you get Martin Lawrence who is just making these wisecracks about him not driving good, just driving slow, and then it's so good just watching that and just that whole dialogue too as they're chasing.
Oh, as they drive? Oh man. Yeah. This is a much faster car. I know this is a faster car. And before we move on to the final little moment there, one of the big kills, and once again a really badass Martin Lawrence kill, is the guys on the plane and all the barrels of ether for whatever reason are in this airport. And he looks at him and says, "You forgot your boarding pass." And blows up the entire fucking airplane. I'm curious. Now, the way he delivers it is good. I think there could have been a better line there, Marcus. And I don't know what it is. But I was wondering if we could brainstorm a little bit on what a better line might have been there. So, if you don't know, I'll set it up while Marcus thinks a little bit. Which guy is it? It's the
Frankie and the littler guy are always fighting, and it's the littler guy. Yeah,
it's the littler guy with the mustache.
Yeah.
It's the guy who goes, "Yeah, I hate it when a bitch lets herself slide." And that's another thing. Just while you think about this, like when we first meet Fouchet and he's about to kill this woman, he's talking to her and he's like, "You're a very beautiful woman," and he's being all creepy and stuff like that. That's not my point. But my point is, he goes, don't you appreciate a beautiful woman? He's talking to this guy we're talking about. And he goes, or don't you like it when a woman takes care of herself? He goes, yeah, I hate it when a bitch lets herself slide. And Fouchet has this look of like, you asshole. Like, he doesn't appreciate the fact that he just disrespected this woman right before he kills her. It's weird. It's a very strange moment. But anyway, that guy, that asshole, is in the plane, and he's trying to, take care of himself, take care of numero uno. Martin Lawrence catches his ass. He's in the side door of the airplane. Barrels of ether rolling under. Martin Lawrence points his gun. He looks at him and says, "You forgot your boarding pass." Boom. Blows up. Really cool shot. You forgot your boarding pass, though.
That's a long line.
You forgot your boarding pass. It might be a long line. It just seems it's airplane related. So I'm wondering if there could be better ones that we could rummage around here, like hope you got trip insurance.
I guess my first thought was flight's delayed, bitch, kind of thing, kind of. Mm-hmm. I like that.
Flight's delayed, bitch is great.
Yeah.
Hope you would.
Oh, go ahead.
Hope you enjoy the peanuts.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. What about you ain't first class, motherfucker? And then
yes, that's good. You ain't first class. I need you to verbally agree to sit in that exit row and volunteer to help should there ever be an issue. In the unlikely event of emergency, are you willing to assist?
Oh, then the trigger shot. Yeah, that's good.
Then the trigger shot. I need a verbal confirmation from you, sir.
Ever heard of 9/11? Hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, you have no idea how bad TSA is about to get.
Yeah.
What's TSA?
Good
TSA?
Question. Good question.
Boom. You know what? If you got some good lines Martin Lawrence could have said instead of "you forgot your boarding pass," hit us up. Let us know. bbkarate.podcast@gmail.com or on any of our social media and let us know. But now let's get to it because Martin Lawrence they're getting to a point where the wall's closing in on them and they have this very small window to get through, and it's a race to see who can get there first. And whoever does, if Fouchet gets there first, he rides off to freedom. And if they get there first, they can continue to chase him, or he can't get through, and maybe other people pick him up.
It's a great kind of fun little setup. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then that's when he's like, "This is a much faster car. I know it is." And then Martin Lawrence, once again, man, got the right to remain silent.
Yeah.
Anything CJ can and will be. It's like, what the hell are you doing? Just getting it out of the way. Oh, that's a great fucking
it's
line.
So good, yeah.
Anyway, they win, and Fouchet wrecks his car and fucks his knee up and tries to run away. And then you get classic Michael Bay shot, slow motion, three really cool motherfuckers getting out of the car, including Tia Leone, and you get slow motion freeze.
No, I like this up close and personal shit.
Yeah, yeah, man.
It gets dark. So it
does. It really does. It goes from this really fun car chase. All of a sudden, Will Smith shoots him in the leg as he's running away, and he's like, they roll up on him. They get all close to him. Will Smith has the gun pointed right at his head. He's like, a lot of people think it's that marksman shit. Hit a target running away from 30 yards. No, that ain't it. This is the real shit. Right up close. And Fouchet's like, yeah, do it.
Just pressing his eye up to the barrel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Give it to me, baby. And Marcus tries to be the voice of reason. He's like, don't do it, man. It's not worth it. It ain't even worth it, man. And he talks him down, and it's all good. He's going to be arrested. They're going to go away.
Yeah.
But because of the glint from the gun, like the reflection of the sun on the gun, it allows both of them, right?
Yeah. They both turn around, yeah.
They both turn around, and do they both shoot?
No. Oh, no, they do.
Only,
they both shoot. Yeah, they both shoot.
They both shoot, yeah.
Yeah.
And they end up killing him anyway.
Yeah, and Fouchet carries the classic gun that which I don't know it. I had looked it up, but it's a COP 357 Derringer. 4 barrel.
It has 4 bullets.
Yeah.
I guess it has 4. Maybe it has more.
Yeah, no, it's a 4 barrel. It's a 4 barrel chambered 357 Magnum.
We can assume it's his secondary piece because it must have been hidden somewhere. So good for him. And then the classic shot of the poster and everything, that's in this scene too, when they're all walking towards Fouchet with the guns drawn. And then we get some fun chuckles at the end of, Marcus handcuffing Mike and Téa Leoni's character, Julie, together because they're going to eventually have sex and fall in love, I guess.
Mike fucks everything. And so
that seems to be the message we're left with. Remember when I used to have sex with your best friend?
Yeah.
Well, I guess apparently they never hooked up.
I mean, I thought they did hook up at least once. Did they not hook up?
Well, I say that because when Julie has the baseball bat and she's questioning if Marcus.
Oh yeah, and she says wrong. Yeah.
Because he's like, every now and then we used to. And she goes wrong. So I wonder if they just had this unspoken, it must have been pretty spoken, but just sort of like playful sexual tension that they just never acted on.
Yeah,
which is kind of sadder in a way that they never got to experience each other and explore that before she was taken. Yeah. And credits roll as Mike goes home to. Marcus goes home to have sex, and Mike says this great line. Do you remember this line? He's walking away, and he's practicing what he's going to say to his wife. And he's
yeah. What?
And Mike says, "Marcus, Marcus, stop playing, man. You got shot in the leg. Your dick probably don't even work."
Yeah.
Oh, baby. It never stops. Like, all the lines we're talking about, there's probably 50 more we could have talked about.
Yeah. We didn't even talk about my favorite, the baloney scene. Oh. Is so good. But even, what were you saying?
Well, I was going to say, one of the scenes that I always loved as a kid was when Téa Leoni's trying to seduce Marcus.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is.
And he's like, you don't want that, because when I come, I come with the thunder.
I brings the ruckus.
Yeah. You didn't feel all the dents in the bed? Yeah. That's from all that.
Did you read the Roger Ebert review?
I did not movie? This time.
He came across something, I'll make this quick, but he came across something
please.
that I second guessed myself into thinking this, but he gave it 2 stars. And he touches on the whole Marcus acting like Mike bit, and it's mostly revolved around Julie going to to Mike's house and Marcus acting like it's his place, and then all the pictures are up and everything too, and Marcus has to explain that kind of thing, that bit.
Right.
And Roger Ebert goes into saying, how can the characters be so gullible into thinking that this person has, all these pictures up and not get what's happening. My thought was that Julie, Téa Leoni, understands what's going on pretty early, and she's just kind of just playing this game with Marcus now, kind of thing.
When it's finally clear at the end of that big chase,
right? And
she's like, it's made official when the wife walks in,
right?
And she's like, where's my husband? She's like, and your husband would be the little one. She's like, yeah, I figured.
Yeah, I figured.
So, she doesn't seem shocked. She's offended by it. Right. But I think it just convinces her suspicions. And I think she's been very suspicious the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know when she officially believes it or thinks that's the case, but who knows?
Ebert just has this long diatribe about it in his review about just how can people just not understand what's going on here? Ebert also said that there was too much dialogue between the two, Will Smith and
Hard disagree.
There wasn't enough dialogue.
I was about to say, I could have taken more.
Yeah.
Ebert, I could have taken another 25%. I don't want to take out any action scenes. So that was Bad Boys. Any last thoughts on Bad Boys, Marcus?
Still holds up, and like I said, it's for pure entertainment. I don't want to immediately put it at number 1 for buddy cop movie, but I would have to take a look and see and just make sure. There is The Last Boy Scout and stuff like that.
I'm interested to do research for myself as well.
Yeah, but I would definitely, like I said, place it above Lethal Weapon. I would place it above Tango and Cash as pure entertainment for hitting on all cylinders of the stuff that we love and things like that. And yeah, it's great if you haven't if you've only seen part 1 and just were like, I don't want to watch part 2 or 3, watch part 2 and 3.
Oh,
It gets
part
even better.
two-
It gets